Okay. Hey, this is Crystal from Milf Manor 2 on TLC. And yes, the show is over, but I have been asked by a major platform to give you a video version of my experience in the Manor and with a particular cast member. Now, keep this in mind. I'm only going to do this one time because I'm not about drama, but I feel like after some certain events, I do need to tell my truth. I hope I can get all of this out and that it doesn't take this long. But here we go. All right. So basically, my experience in the Manor. First of all, I got picked off of a Facebook page. Producer reached out, said you're a good fit, passed all the tests, got to the Manor. Okay. When you're in the Manor, they give you liquor from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. You start off with mimosas, you're doing wine during the day, and then by the end of the night, you're on shots. And we all know that liquor fuses emotions, right? Okay. So if you get upset, you're really upset, and that is good for drama. As far as Stacy is concerned, me and Stacy are great friends. So, of course, they wanted me to look like I was delusional and crazy over Stacy. So there's a lot you didn't see. You got to keep in mind that this is an edited show and you guys don't get to see all of the interactions. Me and Stacy had a candlelight dinner that he personally cooked for me. Me and Stacy taught the whole house how to play spades. And if you really think about it, Stacy was the only option that I had. And I'm a loyal person. So I really don't like go from guy to guy. I mean, that's just not me. So I stayed loyal to Stacy. But behind the scenes, we already knew that Stacy was going through a divorce. The ink wasn't dry on the paper, on the divorce papers yet. And I had even said, even though he may find me attractive or whatever, it doesn't mean that he has to necessarily like me. You know, it could be he may have somebody back at home. Who knows? But the thing about it is that me and Stacy, we knew what was going on, and we're cool. All right. As far as how they portray my character, so for some reason, I don't know, with reality television, they always try to make the black woman look like she's like the mad, angry black woman with the chip on her shoulder. Take it back to the bar fight. The bar fight, because, things were edited and you didn't get to see everything. Let's get on Barbie because we're going to talk a lot about her in a second. From the time I met Barbie, I saw her at the airport. I didn't know who she was. She claims that I knew who she was. I really didn't because they were supposed to keep cast members a secret. And I didn't think nothing of it. She thinks that I had an issue with her from the airport, and that's a lie. So, they kept us in the hotel for like 3 or 4 days with actually no communication before we got to the Manor. So I wasn't allowed to even come out of my room and interact with anybody unless it was the producers until I got to the house, because it's all supposed to be about the element of surprise. So I knew from jump, it was something about her energy that was just off to me. And, I didn't expect her to, like be like everybody else. I mean, she's her own personality, It came off to me like she's extra, she wants attention, and for some reason she got fixated on me. Said she was a stripper. I was just like, okay, you're a stripper. I mean, if you think about the strip clubs that I go to or that I have visited versus what you do, like, there's no comparison. I mean, shaking your hair and doing this, that's not the strip clubs that I go to. Because, yeah, like I said, y'all know I'm from the hood. So I'm not worried about you being a stripper. So at the bar, I wasn't feeling her. I didn't like her energy. And she called me outside to talk to me. And if you can see on the show, I was like, no, we can talk right here. And she's like, no, let's go outside. And Stacy was automatically like, oh shit, St. Louis. So we go outside and we have that conversation. All right, fast forward, we go back into the bar. This part was edited out. She's still talking stuff. And I'm just like fed up with it. And I'm just like, sit your punk ass down somewhere. Like, get off of it. I'm not worried about you being a stripper. Like, really? So I think ever since that scene, she may have been embarrassed about what I said to her on national TV. But please know that no woman, I don't care who you are not going to check me on national TV. It's just not happening. I'm always going to speak up for myself. It's because of my background, how I was raised. It is not happening. So she got checked, and I think she had a problem with that. Okay. All right. So, she had a grudge about that. But if you notice throughout the whole entire show, I do interact with her just a little bit. Like, you will see me sitting next to her after that happened, because when we got back to the manor after the bar fight, we were roommates. She quickly moved out of the room, and I became roommates with my girl, my bestie, Kelly. Whether you guys like it or not, me and Kelly energies match, okay? So during the show, me and Barbie, we are not really talking, but we do sit next to each other. And I'm living in a house with her for 3 weeks. So I'm not really paying her a whole lot of attention, but we didn't have any more problems. The problem came when my girl Kelly came. She automatically knew who Kelly was. I didn't know who Kelly was. I never knew about Milf Manor 1. And she had already did her homework on her. Like, I knew a lot about Kelly. Like, in the first 5 seconds she walked to the backyard on the patio, Barbie had already gave us the lowdown of who she was. I'm like, okay, well, how do you know? But whatever. All right. So me and Kelly, we developed a relationship. And I really didn't appreciate the time that Barbie made a big scene in front of the family. It pissed me off. My sister was there. We were trying to have a good time. But I can tell you that there were so many scenes that you guys didn't see, okay? There were temper tantrums from her. Like, I literally came out of my room one time and she was having the Holy Ghost. I think her and Chris was in it and they weren't getting along. And at the top of the steps, I come out of the room and she's just jumping up and down. I'm ready to go home right now. And the producers was like, calm down. Like, what is wrong with you? She was like frantic because her and Chris were not getting along. We could all be in the kitchen just chilling and cooking and minding our own business. And all of a sudden, someone would holler over the top of the stairs or the balcony, I know you guys are talking about me. And we're like, where the fuck that come from? Her freaking out, standing at the top of the stairs trying to listen to conversations, and she's thinking that we're talking about her, and we weren't. We were just cooking, having a good time, conversating about other stuff. All right, so yes, she did blame one of the cast members, said he hit her. At this point, I really think that she was trying to get Chris to react, because Chris is an MMA fighter. He can be a hothead, but I like Chris, okay? Like him. I didn't like him the way he was with her and because of her. So she told Chris this lie. Chris and the cast member almost got into it. Okay. Rolled the cameras back, found out she was lying. Because that is considered an assault on a female. He never freaking touched her. So that caused chaos in the house. They brought a bodyguard in the house because of Barbie. And that whole scene, and you saw that Chris admitted it, they packed up and they took them somewhere else because they felt like it was a liability safety issue with the other cast members, because there was going to be a fight because of the lies she told. Okay? All right. So fast forward. Show's over. We go home. From the time that the show aired, I have personally been receiving all kinds of, where can I start? Let's see. I have been receiving all kinds of harassment in every form that you can think about. Text messages, DMs, fans and cast members, and a very good source of mine, screenshots, videos of this woman posting me every day, almost daily, in her stories, defaming my character. And you know what? I didn't even retaliate. I never said anything about her. It started with a group text message, and I never really participated in the group text messages. Not really. After we, all came home or whatever. Never really, get into it. I saw my name come across the screen though, and I'm like, okay, who said something about Crystal? She said something about she didn't want to go or she didn't want to do something if Crystal was there. So I let her know how I felt. Lynette jumped in on the bandwagon. I let Lynette know how I felt. At this time, Barbie logged out of the group chat, but it must have gotten back to her from Lynette that I said something to defend myself. She texted me from her personal phone, called me a cunt. I said, okay, that's fine, whatever. I think I said something along the lines that, she was going to be portrayed as the crazy one on the show, and that she, fucked Chris on the show. And at one point I said, you're blocked. About 2 minutes later, maybe even 1 minute later, she went to another phone number after I blocked the first one and said something else. Still, I left it alone. From that moment on, every day, every other day, I was getting messages from fans, from my source, of her posting me, talking all about me, doing screenshots of me. Her and Lynette, they're in New York on a press, trip or whatever. They're both in the hotel, making fun of me, talking about, my teeth. And I'm like, okay, I can fix my teeth. Can you fix your brain? Because you're like absolutely insane. I don't think so. Body shaming, all kinds of stuff. I never said anything. It kept up so bad that I ended up contacting the network. I was so pissed off. I was like nearly in tears. I'm like, you guys have to do something. Like, I have said something to you guys on numerous occasions and nothing is being done. From what I was told, that she was warned not to do this, but it just totally went over her head and she just kept it up. And to send you guys proof, I am going to attach, it's so much information, like I literally can have a book, but I'm going to attach like a sample or an example of each type of insults or harassment that I received from her. And she's lying and talking about I gave her a death threat. I never told her that I was going to kill her or that I was going to hurt her. She tried to convince this to several cast members and even the network. She couldn't prove it. They're like, okay, where's the proof? She never could provide the proof. And I'm still waiting for the proof. I would like to see this death threat that I gave you. And because she could not provide the proof and she couldn't convince other people that I did a death threat, she blocked almost every cast member, even some of the people from the network. All right. Still waiting for that death threat. Okay. So May 21st, I get a cease and desist letter. She has a friend that is a lawyer. I think she's in California. I don't know where she is, but she was some type of cast member on Survivor. I got a PDF with the wrong address saying it's a cease and desist. And everything listed on that paper, that letter, was everything that she was doing to me. I'm like, okay. I sent it over to the network. I'm telling them to handle it. All right. I'm Wusan at this point. I'm still keeping my cool. I still have not posted anything about her or said anything about her in my stories or whatever. Okay. I'm totally ticked off though. So, being quiet. I'm still getting messages from cast members and from my source. So take it. The letter was sent to me May 21st. She posted about me May 27th, June 1st, June 4th, and June 17th. How can you send me a cease and desist letter, but you get to talk about me? Now you're gaslighting. She likes to go into her stories and she likes to play victim. You know, it's like she causes this chaos, but she wants to play victim in the chaos that she has caused. And this is when she gets like her fans, and then they start like, you know, bullying me, and she's contacting me from fake pages. So it's been several occasions that I got DMs from a ghost page. No profile picture, no followers, but it says, we're sitting here looking at you on TV and you look so stupid for Stacy, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? I'm like, Barbie, is this you? Is this you again? Minding my own business one night. I'm here with my business partner. Got a text message from an anonymous phone number. Same thing. We're sitting here looking at TV and you look so stupid. I'm like, Barbie, is this you? And the way I knew that it was her, because A, my phone number is not listed. We checked. My phone number is not listed anywhere. Barbie is the only one who knew my phone number because, remember, we've had group chats in the past. She said something about some information about my man. Because I think what had happened was in the DM, she said, you know, Stacey didn't want you. And I said, I ain't worried about Stacey. I got a man. And I sent her a picture of the guy that I was dating. In the text message, she says, are you dating so-and-so, so-and-so? I'm like, she didn't look them up. So I know she went on my page, probably saw something he commented on one of my posts, looked him up, even knew his profession. He had to block her because he didn't want to receive information from her. Because I felt like she was going to try to sabotage my relationship, because I started getting like DMs from strange guys with no followers, and they're like, hey, I think you're beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't know if it was her trying to set me up to sabotage. Depending on how I would respond to those guys, she would have sent it to the guy that I was seeing, and you know, try to sabotage my relationship with him. It's just crazy. So it has just been a horrific experience. We cannot even have a reunion because of her. We really wanted a reunion, but they feel like it could be a liability issue because she has harassed every single cast member, and I'll tell you who. And I really want to say this to you, Barbie, if you're looking, why you think you can sue me. I don't know how you can do that because you don't have any proof that I have harassed you. You don't have any proof of it. I have the screenshots. I have the videos. I have the DMs. I have the text messages. I have a ton. And I want to know, what do you have? And you can't sue me over reposting what you already posted about yourself. And you need to worry about Kelly and Rob and Connor suing you for defamation of character because you said some awful things about them as well, including Joey. You're not friends with Jamie. You're not friends with Rebecca. Lynette was the only connection that you guys, that you had. And you're not even friends with her anymore because she ditched you because of your toxic behavior. Wow. I hope I'm getting everything out. I really don't want to ramble too much about this. It's already been like 20 minutes and I'm going on and on. But the fans wanted to know my side of the story. It was a horrible experience for me. Yes, I got to make some great friends. If you notice, I got pictures with everybody. Have you ever seen Barbie with anybody besides Lynette? Unless it's a group picture that we took in the house. But when we went out to dinner, when we were going to LA for our green screens, we would get up, go have, dinner together, breakfast, happy hour. We're all taking pictures. Where's Barbie? That's because no one liked her. No one likes her. She's just toxic. And this is not defamation of character. This is me defending myself because I am sick of it. I'm sick of being quiet. And I feel like my truth needs to be said. I don't care how anybody else feels. You can feel how you want. You could be Team Barbie. I do not give a fuck. I don't. Because after this, I'm no longer on Twitter. I'm no longer in any discussion groups. I don't want to talk about Barbie. I don't want to talk about Milf Manor unless it's with the cast members who are my friends. And that is Christina, who you also don't get along with. She doesn't like you. Rob doesn't like you. Anthony doesn't like you because you have been harassing Joey. Wow. That's like almost half the cast. Oh, also Michael. Sweet, sweet Michael. Chris' dad? He don't like you either. Because after the show, guys, she emailed Chris's girlfriend trying to sabotage his relationship with her. She stalked Chris. She's even into it with his mother. She's in her stories talking about his mom. I have had 3 parents of 3 cast members reach out to me saying how much they despise her because she has harassed and sent text messages and emails and she just won't stop. But I'm the crazy one. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I'm just really, really, really just trying to think, like, is there anything else that I have forgotten? Well, I think it's enough. Because like I said, I'm not coming back. If I think of something later on, I'm not coming back to say, hey, I forgot to tell you guys this. No, because I ain't about the drama. I'm not. I really don't do a whole lot of talking. I don't. And like I said, I never sent her a death threat. Never told her I was going to kick her ass. I want the reunion, but we can't have it because there are too many cast members who would have something to say. I'm wondering, will she even show up? You don't even have Lynette anymore. Well, that's my side of the story. My Instagram is aboutfacemakeup_1 to follow me if you care to. If you don't, that's okay. I have other positive things to do. I got money to make. I work out. I do makeup for celebrities and all types of beautiful women. I don't have time to post 40 stories about the show, trying to convince the audience that I am the fan favorite. I could care less. Mental health is real, guys. It is. Especially when you're on medication. It's real. So, before you decide to get your little friend who's the lawyer to send me something about you're going to sue me, you better think twice, because you better have the proof. You better be ready for these other cast members to not come for you, because I'm hearing about it. It could happen. You need to lay low and be quiet. If not, you'll be talking to yourself, because I don't give a damn. So anyway, guys, y'all have a nice day. And that's my story.